Hey guys, it's MK here and I'm back with another on-demand video. So today we're going to be building something really cool on the platform and we're going to show you how on-demand acts as your agentic backend for your front-facing products. So what we're actually building today is an AI magazine. Me personally, it's very hard to keep up with the latest and greatest in AI, following GitHub repos, checking Hugging Face for the latest models, and of course, doom scrolling on X all the time. So I decided to build an AI magazine using OnDemand as the agentic backend for our agents to pull all of this data. So the first step is to actually enable your agents with a few tools. So over here, as you can see, I have kind of pre-configured my agent. So first, it starts by preloading my agent, which is already pre-configured. You can see it here, called AI Magazine. And if I click on this icon here, you can see my list of tools. So we've got Perplexity for my kind of internet deep research, Reddit posts, an X search tool to go and fetch the latest tweets, my Hugging Face models, Arena leaderboard, and GitHub trending tools. So these are the 6 tools that will eventually make my AI magazine. So you can see trying to keep up with this every day can be rather time consuming. So it's best to have it all in one place. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just quickly check some of these tools individually, just to make sure everything is nice and running, and I can kind of push this over to our agent flow builder there as the next stage. So very quickly, we can test each tool individually here, and I'm going to first test the Hugging Face models. What are the trending models on Hugging Face right now? And we are going to do a quick search to make sure that tool is running fine. Yep, excellent. And you can see it is working perfectly fine. I have GLM 5.1 here, which is cool, and is correct. Gemma 4, like a variant of Gemma 4, which is awesome. Yeah, so these are the latest and greatest kind of LLMs right now. So that is working fine. And I'm not going to test each tool individually, but what I am going to do is actually go ahead and test, let's say, 2 tools at once. So once we go through that very quick test, we're going to head over to our workflow builder. Yeah, so just to check 2 tools at the same time, I've got a quick prompt here, find the latest AI agent GitHub repos, and get, again, the top models from Arena AI leaderboard. For those who don't know, Arena AI is, I would say the leading kind of benchmark platform where you kind of know the community decides which LLM is actually giving out the best output. So something that I check too often, to say the least. So it's good to have this tool here as well. So I'm going to go ahead here and you can see my prompt here, and I'm going to go and run this. Yeah, so you can see in 106 seconds and 17,000 tokens, we have made a number of GitHub tool calls, which you can see right here. And we've made 1 Arena leaderboard tool call, which you can also see right here. And yeah, excellent. You can see we've got kind of the best agent repos. Their flow is a pretty cool one. Hermes agent is really cool right now. Yeah, kind of like say an advanced version of OpenClaw, pretty cool. And yeah, and as you can see, these are the top models, and no surprise, it is Opus 4.6 thinking. So yeah, pulling all of the right data. So we're just going to go ahead and assume the rest are working. But if you're building something, I've already kind of checked all of these tools are working fine. I'll suggest you kind of check each tool individually. But essentially, that's the purpose of the playground. So from now, there's a number of things you can do. So if I want to communicate with this agent, I can quickly hover over here to get code. I'm going to click get code, select my language, Python, and you can see the complete code for this agent with all of the tool IDs right here. And all you'd have to do is essentially replace with your on-demand API key right there to talk directly to this agent. However, we are making a constant workflow where this data will be pulled by the hour to keep us up to date with the latest news. So I'm gonna have to head over to the agent flow builder. So headed over to the agent flow builder, you can see my workflow, which is published, called AI Magazine. So just gonna quickly hop in here and kind of show you how I've set this up. So yeah, you can see my cron is triggered every hour. You can also see my agent tools here. Same tools that I was just playing with in the playground, and they all appear here on the right hand side. I have my cron here, and yeah, everything seems to be kind of working pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and configure kind of my delivery through Slack, so my kind of webhook. So every time this agent is executed, I get a little notification on Slack, and I can get a number of different notifications via Slack, via email, phone call, or another type of webhook. But I'm going to go ahead here and test this workflow. And you can see my workflow ID right here. And that's exactly what you need, as well as, of course, the code, which I showed you previously, to go ahead and build a UI for this AI magazine. So after a little bit of vibe coding, so I kind of gave some design elements to this AI magazine, on-demand acting completely as my agentic backend, we have now something visually appealing that we can view anytime we like and keep us up to date. So first thing you see is a bunch of news and articles. Meta debuts MuseSpark, yeah, which is a great model actually. They done hats off to Meta there. You can see, of course, the kind of most hyped thing in AI right now, Anthropic's Claude Mythos model. So a few articles around that. And you can see, just like I showed you in the playground, all of the trending models on Hugging Face. So GLM 5.1, by far the most capable agentic open source model. You can kind of see some stats here, as well as a few others like Gemma 4. And as I scroll down, you can see the arena leaderboard. So yes, we got Opus 4.6 thinking, Opus 4.6 non-thinking, Gemini 3.1 Pro. So yeah, this is pretty cool. And you can see all of the latest trending repos on GitHub. So no surprise, of course, OpenClaw, we have Olama, AutoGPT, everything Claude Code, which I guess is kind of a revamp of that leak that happened. So everyone's having a great time with that harness right now. And if I scroll down, I can see a lot more articles, and yeah, I can actually also go and click on the articles and kind of have a good read when I find one that is interesting enough. So yeah, that works pretty cool, pretty great. If I scroll down, I can see the top AI tweets. So of course, one from Anthropic, one from Elon. Grok 4.2 just claimed #1 on IF Bench, according to artificial analysis. Very credible, so well done to XAI. Alexander Wang, quite happy with MuseSpark being #2 on the App Store. And yeah, this is really saving me a lot of time actually. And my cron, as I said, is updated every hour. So I'll get new information every hour, all centralized in one place. To the right-hand side, I can see kind of all of the latest Reddit posts as well. All of this is really cool, and it's in one place. And yeah, it just took me 2 hours to really build this thing, and it's going to save me a bunch of time. And the role of on-demand now is simply being my agentic backend, powering this AI magazine. And that goes for the same for any kind of product or agent you want to productize. That is exactly what on-demand was built for. And lastly, I keep up to date right here on my dashboard, where I can check out all my tools, my agent activity, how many tokens I've generated, storage, so on and so forth. So hope that was helpful, guys, and looking forward to the next one.